Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well as always. Today, back on Arena playing some Historic, going to revisit Angels. A couple of weeks ago, I tried out Orzhov Angels and also Bant Angels. Both decks did pretty well, and in fact, Angels are kind of popping up in a lot of tournament results these days. This is a list that caught my eye recently on Goldfish. It's playing Selesnya just really for the Coco. Everything else is white in the deck, playing a lot of 3 CMC creatures or less, of course, so your Cocos are nice and consistent, and it has a typical Angel package. And this deck went 4-2, not bad. I think it finished like 5th place, something like that. The thing that caught my eye, however, was that Scroll of Avacyn, and I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. Next, on one of those previous Angel videos, Emmanuel commented, he asked me about Useful Valkyrie. Is it any good? Well, I'm not sure if it's any good or not. The deck list that I just showed you popped it up again. It's not playing any Youthful Valkyries. I've taken them out of this current build that I'm going to be playing today, but I still think it's a pretty decent card for some people. It's reliable. It's a good 2-drop. It can get a lot bigger as the game goes on. So and it's also budget friendly. Is it good? It's just okay, and maybe it's not as good an Angel as, of course, Resplendent Angel or Righteous Valkyrie, but it's decent enough. Then he went on to ask, is Mazemind Tome a better option? Well, maybe, and that's why I am trying out Mazemind Tome today in this deck. Here is the deck that I'm going to be playing today. It is an Azorius Angels deck. Azorius basically just for Linvala and a few sideboard cards. Pop it up there. But we are playing the Mazemind Tome. Mazemind Tome basically is going to allow us to scry, or it's going to allow us to draw if we have open mana into the later game. And then at one point, when we get 4 counters on it, it's going to gain us 4 life. Now, 4 life is not the best thing for our deck, since Resplendent Angel is the reason for gaining life, and you kind of need 5 life for that. However, there are many other ways to get that extra point of life in this deck, so I think the little bump from Mazemind Tome is a good idea. Also, it gets us to 27, which is the magic number for Speaker of the Heavens, and also Righteous Valkyrie. So we'll see if this works out. The other option, of course, is the Scroll. I'm going to pull that up right now. It's a card I didn't craft yet, but here it is, Scroll of Avacyn. It is a 1 CMC artifact. Pay 1, sacrifice the scroll, draw a card. So already kind of all right. And then if you control an angel, gain 5 life. 5 is very good. Much better than 4, in my opinion, especially when you have a deck with Resplendent Angel. So whether or not I would want to put the scroll into the deck or not, I haven't decided. Oh my god, what are you doing? But I think it might have a place in the deck. Let me know what you think in the comments. Mazemind Tome versus Scroll of Avacyn. I think that guy from the deck list was really onto something with this card. Have to look into it eventually. Otherwise, the deck is playing the stock things. Linvala, I still think, is necessary in this deck because of the Hexproof and Indestructible. I'm also playing Heliod, and because of Heliod, I'm playing Soul Warden. I feel like those 2 cards really mesh very well together. Unique card that I'm just testing out now is Legion Angel. We have 1 in the main and then 3 over in the sideboard. If I get the first one out onto the battlefield, I can go and find 1 from my sideboard and then keep repeating that process over and over. Then I also went a little bit lighter on our 5 drops, only playing 1 Lyra and 1 Baneslayer Angel. I don't think I need the huge creatures as much, since the Resplendent Angel and Righteous Valkyrie are usually the ones that are getting the job done in this deck. Next, we take a look at the sideboard. We're also playing Authority of the Consuls because you're in white and you need to stop goblins. Rest in Peace to prevent all the nasty graveyard stuff that is still going on in Historic. Disdainful Stroke and Negate are in here as second kind of ways to prevent the Azorius decks from really shutting down our game plan with things like Wrath of God and other board wipes that we might run into. Of course, not just Azorius control decks, but a lot of decks are going to be wiping the board, and these might come in. I'm still not 100% sold on whether or not I want counterspells in my Angels deck, but since I am just playing Azorius, it's not too hard on the mana. You can see the mana base is pretty good and fairly consistent, at least in my testing experience. And then the last card is Settle the Wreckage. And the reason I'm putting Settle the Wreckage in this deck is simply because, well, while I was testing yesterday, this happened. You can see the opponent's at 3,500 life. I'm at 2,200 life. Both of our boards are cluttered. I got 72, 4, 11, 11 angels there. Opponent, similar situation. His angels all have indestructible because he has a Sephara on the board. The reason the timers are down to 4 minutes and 8 minutes is because end of step triggers were taking like 2 minutes to resolve. And yeah, it just got to the point where I just said, you know what, I'm going to just attack because I'm getting tired. It was like an hour-long game, and what ended up happening is the client crashed, or I'm not sure what happened, but our opponent ended up timing out, and I took the win in the end. And I'm not super proud of that, but hey, it came down to that, and I was just, like I said, tired. I just attacked, and that's the result of that. It would have been, I'm not sure what would have happened otherwise. I'm pretty sure it would have went down to clock because all of our creatures have lifelink. We both have Lyras on the field, so we were gonna, you know, the life totals were not going down by you know, in any way. So that is a situation that I want to avoid, and I'm hoping that if I have a Settle the Wreckage, maybe I'll be able to stop something like that. We'll see. Otherwise, that's the deck. Gonna try it out. Don't know why I clicked off there. Also want to mention that I'm still doing the contest for the sleeves. I have a code for these 5 sleeves. If you comment down below, you'll get 1 entry into the contest. If you go back to the last 2 videos that I posted on Monday and on Sunday, you can get another 2 entries into the contest by commenting on those videos. I will have another 2 videos up before Friday to conclude the contest. For more details, take a look down in the description. But hey, how awesome are these sleeves? You definitely want this code. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the Azorius Angels deck. Do you think this Mazemind Tome is going to be effective? Do you think it's going to get in the way? Hey, what do you think about the Scroll of Avacyn? Maybe it could be a pretty good addition over the Mazemind Tome. We'll see. So I'm going to jump into a few games. Thanks for watching. Take care for now, and see you later. All right, Azorius Angels. Seeing if Mazemind Tome can help the Angels do a little bit better. We are facing off against a Yorion deck right off the bat. Always nice. Hand looks good and keepable. We can lead on Speaker, Bishop, and then into Linvala. Pretty good curve. Might have to take a little bit of damage, though, with this Amiria's Call. Bishop being 2 white mana to cast out is a little bit of a problem with the Henge Gate. Okay. So I think that's probably where I'm at. Pay a little life, put out our Bishop. I imagine the opponent's going to have a slew of removal spells. Look at those. Oh man, that's another cool sleeve. That's also from the Secret Lair set that's coming out now, the one for Rakdos. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. I'm wondering if I should shock myself with the Howler Fountain or if I just play out the pathway on blue. I need blue for Linvala. I think it's okay to do this. I might need the white mana later on. The deck is a lot more intensive when it comes to white. Okay, Linvala is going to provide a nice layer of protection as long as he doesn't have... well, there goes Linvala. As long as he doesn't have something like a... indestructible exile effect. Well, I guess we're going all in on this one. We're gonna be able to make an angel off of Resplendent Angel. Unfortunately, the speaker was a little bit short. Hoping there's no board wipe here. Oh wow. Okay, so put out a lot of good early pressure and take down the first match. All right, now, do I want to bring in the negates? The Baffling Ends don't feel super good against our opponent. Probably negate in Disdainful Stroke is going to be a better card to have in the deck. Okay, try it like that. Maybe I should bring in all both of the Disdainful Strokes, take out maybe some like Starnheim Unleashed, but we'll see. Always nice to come out of the gate super hot. This deck, I mean, the Angels deck, in my experience, it has super strong starts. And if your opponents don't have something early on, they can't keep up. All right, this hand a lot slower. I think it's okay to keep it. Let's see if this Mazemind Tome is worth having in the deck or not. Here's a good test of it. So we find another land and another land. We'll put that one on the bottom. Pass it over to the opponent. Next turn, go out with the plains, I believe. Ooh, Agonizing Remorse. So probably going to take... Wow, okay. Well, that is pretty nasty because it cuts off our access to other Legion Angels because we only have one in the deck. On his end step, I'm going to scry with the Mazemind Tome. Also going to set a stop just in case I want to double scry. Okay, let's see what we find. Miria's Call. I don't think I like that. All right, go to my draw. Scry again. Wow. Take that off for now. Draw for the turn. We find a Soul Warden. Yeah, I think I'm fine just going out with the Soul Warden. Find a Bishop. Yeah, Bishop's okay. So, put out the Soul Warden, pass it over to the opponent. You know what? I shouldn't have put out the Temple of Enlightenment. That was stupid. I should definitely have put out the Henge. So, oh no. Never mind. It was fine. Mazemind Tome was already tapped. I was thinking I could draw if I had 2 mana up, but that's fine. So in this case, we'll put out the Bishop and then the Glacial Fortress, and then I will use the Mazemind Tome to draw. Thought Erasure. Well, that sucks. Wonder what he takes. Both of them are super powerful, right? He's more scared of the Righteous Valkyrie. Rightfully so, I think. So the opponent has a lot of really good disruption. I think I might actually have to use the Tome to draw, just to kind of get a little bit of resources back. Okay. Like that. Swamp quite a bit from Jumpstart. What are you thinking about, opponent? Trial of Ambition. Okay, gonna make me sack the Bishop of Wings. Bye-bye. So, Trial of Ambition is going to be pretty nasty with Yorion coming back. I think I'm okay going Bishop into Resplendent Angel. Now I have a choice to make. Do I want to gain... I think I want another Angel, right? The way he's playing is kind of making me think like he doesn't have a board wipe in hand. So I'm going to crack the Mazemind, gain 4 life, total of 8 life for the turn. And we find another Tome. I'm going to keep it on top. End of turn, make a baby. And we're off to the races. Yorion. Oh, he had a Yorion in hand. 1 in the companion slot and 1 in hand. Good on you, opponent. Pretty nasty. Thankfully, he stacked it in such a way that I can sack like that. But now with this Yorion in my way, I don't know what to do. Should I just play out the Baneslayer? Maybe. It's not a dragon, is it? No, it's a bird serpent. Sure, buddy. Yorion, going to continue to be the bane of my existence. God, do I ever hate this deck. Oh, our opponent's doing cool stuff. Is he going to try to donate that to me? All right. He's going to take it. I wonder if I don't think I want to draw yet. I think I'm going to end of turn draw. Okay. Does he have a way to get rid of the Baneslayer? Okay. Sure thing. Not a good draw, but that's a good draw. So attack in, gain 5 life. May as well put out this because there's a good chance we might have to discard it eventually. And pass it over to the opponent, make an angel. I guess he's going to draw 2 cards. Next turn, how does that work? I don't know why I didn't check it yet. What's the opponent going to do? The Yorion is going to be pretty nasty because he can kill the Resplendent Angel and... Oh, okay, well, this is going to go real bad. I think he's able to kill... Yeah, he'll be able to kill my board this turn. Unfortunate. Do I just block? Nah, I don't care about 4 damage. All right, so the Yorion deck full of enchantments, kind of doing what it wants to do. It's got a lot of ways to wipe my board, considering he's got 3 Trial of Ambitions out. And now I got to rebuild. Resolve, resolve, resolve. That's pretty wild. I'd love to hear your opinions about Yorion. What do you think about the decks? They're showing up in Standard. They're showing up in Historian or Historic. How do you feel about the Yorion decks? Are you tired of them? You want Yorion gone? Hey, Lyra's pretty good. However, I got to imagine... Okay. Got to imagine he's got a way to deal with this. Oh, they're going to come back. Okay. So I was confused about what happened there. I don't... Like, why did they double bounce? What caused that to happen? Oh, that was a mistake. I should have sacked her first. It didn't matter. I had 3 things. Yeah. So Yorion came in, bounced everything, and then they came back, but they were exiled. I don't know. I missed something while I was talking. Gonna have to relook at what happened there. You know what? I'm gonna concede this one. There's no point in making the opponent go through all this nonsense. We're not gonna resolve anything for the rest of the game. Probably want a Disdainful Stroke. Honestly, I need to stop Yorions from coming down. Get rid of the Unleashed. I think it's too slow. Yeah, I think I blinked there and something happened. And it was something big. Oh, you get to play first. Okay, keep that. I'm going to lean on the 2 planes. Just in case I draw a Hollow Fountain or something. Maybe I don't have to put this on the Mist Gate side. Probably playing out Mazemind on 2, though. Well, there's the Hollow Fountain, so... As I said. Play out that. I don't know if I want to double scry. I think maybe drawing cards might be more important. Thought Erasure, nasty. Okay, takes the Resplendent Angel. So I will scry at least once. I think I need action. I need something, right? I'm just going to draw. Another tome. Go to main. play out that tapped, and then probably with this Tome I'm going to draw. I don't think, well, there's nothing I could counter on 3. Yep. Takes the Lyra. Sure thing. He pitches a Thoughtseize. Okay. So we get to at least draw. We find the Baneslayer. Okay. I think it's probably okay to leave up the Disdainful Stroke now. We'll see. Yeah, that's not going to work for us. I'm going to draw first. What do I pitch? Is it just the land? Yeah. Okie doke. Oof, things are kind of in a bad spot, eh? I think I'm going to draw. Try to hit the land now. No. Okay, pass it. Opponent's playing some cool cards. Like to see the Disinformation Campaign. The Thoughtseize. Just peeling me apart. But at least the Tome is keeping me kind of stocked up. Gotta imagine the Heliod. Linvala, right on time. Okay, put out the Tome. He's obviously not worried about this Disdainful Stroke whatsoever. Again, maybe it's wrong to try to be cheeky and... gosh, he needs to take it easy with ripping my hand apart. He's probably playing... Yeah, you got to imagine he's playing 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Thought Erasure, 4 Agonizing Remorse. Just... Alright, well, we get to draw. Okay, let's get on the board with at least something. That's an aggressive eliminate. He must have a few other removal spells in hand. Things are not looking good. Yeah. All right. Well, put out Soul Warden, pass. Draw with the Tome. Tome's doing a lot of work for me right now. Try to resolve that. Probably okay to get in for 1. Hell yeah. Get him, Soul Warden. Wrath of God. Is that... I wonder if that's going to be an Essence Scatter. Oh. All right. Gain a little bit of life. Attack in. All right. We'll see. I think I will Disdainful Stroke the Yorion. I think he's definitely going to play it out, right? Okay. Scry with the temple first. A negate. How do I feel about a negate? I think I feel okay about a negate. Let's draw it. Gain some life. Attack in for 5. Make a baby. And you know what? I'm going to lead it out. I do have protection with Linvala, so this is all I can do. I think pretty happy that I'm in an okay position. Yorion's good. Lucky boy getting the second Yorion. Bye-bye negate. So a Righteous Valkyrie off the top would be real good. All right. Well, we put it out anyways. And then I don't think I'm free to attack. He blocks this. We get in for 6. Not good enough. So I think it's just gain some life, make 4/4s. Pass it over. Next turn, if he miraculously doesn't have much to stop us, might be okay. Right now we have lethal with just these angels, of course. Linvala giving hexproof. Looks like he's digging. Bottom 2. That's good news. Oh, I'm always so anxious to beat a Yorion deck. He has the Castle Lock Lane he can draw. He doesn't have an easy answer, so at least it seems like that. Come on. Come on, come on. Okay, the Wrath of God. We activate. Indestructible. Yeah, Linvala. Oh my god, Linvala. What a hero. Boy, oh boy. That game was looking so bad with the amount of, like, discard he had. He just tore us apart. But I will say, the MVP, I think, the MVP was... Oh, he's gone. Where is it? Was the Mazemind Tome. Mazemind Tome was able to draw us a ton of cards through all that discard and just managed to find the right combination of angels to be able to beat him out. I feel super good about that win. Man, oh man. All right. Maybe something to this Mazemind Tome. Let's go to the next one. Okay, more Azorius Angels. Took a little break, had some dinner, and feeling pretty good. Riding pretty high after that Yorion win. Oh boy. Still got to go back and look at that game 2 to see what happened near the end. I kind of checked out because I was in such a bad spot, but I am curious. Yeah, hand looks good. Keep it. I don't think there's any reason to rush out the Speaker of the Heavens. So let's just scry with the Temple of Enlightenment. I don't think I want that right now. Pass it over. Okay, double green for our opponent, and we are against against my favorite Elves, the deck that has a tendency to just slam my face in. So, Speaker of the Heavens, after scrying another land to the bottom, we do have the Heliod Sun Crown for next turn. I think I probably want to put that out next turn. Ooh, goodness gracious. Okay. So, this Speaker is not going to get in ever, ever, ever. So, I could go out with the Righteous Valkyrie as well this turn. That means bringing in Resplendent Angel next turn will gain me some life, but it's not going to get me to Resplendent Angel making tokens. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I want to start gaining life probably in this matchup. So let's go out with the Righteous Valkyrie. No attack on the Speaker of Heavens. And it's looking like I need to go to game 2 and game 3 where I can bring in the Settle the Wreckage. Okay, thankfully he doesn't have any of his mana acceleration yet, and the Righteous Valkyrie is going to stop him from attacking in. Okay, so I could lead out on the Legion Angel. I actually kind of think that maybe Heliod this turn is better, and then next turn Lyra, gain a bunch of life. Although if I go out with the Resplendent Angel this turn, then next turn I can bring out Lyra and then start making, babies. I think that's actually much better. So gain a little life, put that in, tapped. No need to attack just yet. Might take a little bit of damage this turn, but the Lyra is going to give both the Righteous Valkyrie and the Resplendent Angel lifelink. And the opponent's on a pretty weak hand. That Marwyn can get out of control, but it's very good that it's coming in now and not in the first couple of turns. Could get in for 3 with the Realm Walker. No. I mean, I think I block, right? There's no pump. There is a pump with the Elvish War Master, but he needs a lot of mana for that. Alright, so he skips his combat. That means we start to go ham. Yep. I think I want to attack in with the Resplendent Angel because I want to gain life to get me to 27 so I can make 2 angels this turn. Yeah. Does he have reach? Oh, he does have reach. I gotta make sure that. Some elves catch me off guard with reach once in a while. He might throw it under the bus. I don't know if he wants to do that, but we'll see. Okay, no. Alright, and make an angel here. Gain some more life. Gain some more life. And make another 7/7. So looking pretty good. He's got to do something big this turn. Okay, another Realm Walker off the top. Growing the Marwyn a bit. We can throw one of these angels in front of the Marwyn if he decides to go in with her. Alright, looking like it's a pretty good spot. He does still have a blocker, so I should consider that in my math. As long as he doesn't take me below 27, I'm okay. Then again, the Lyra can hit if I'm at 22. Bring me back up to 27, and then the other angels will get in with the pump from the Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, does he have a way of making mana? He can make a green thing there. He's all tapped out. This is a very strange tack. Oh, she can make mana. Okay. So I got to be careful here because he has access to 10 mana. That means he has 1 pump from the Elvish War Master. Everything gets +2/+2 and Death Touch. So she has first strike. I think I can put her in front of the War Master. That's fine. Then I'll be taking 4, 8, 12, 16, 19, 21. But I'll gain 7. That's fine. I think this is fine. Oh, she's pumping like that. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't thinking. Uh-oh. Still have lethal, thankfully. Oh, maybe not. Oh, we make an angel. Too many things happening. It's too late at night to figure everything out. It's just attack, right? Yeah. Okay, so takedown game 1. I forgot that the Allosaurus Shepherd doesn't need to tap, or I forgot it was there too. I'll be perfectly honest. I was too fixated on the War Master pump. Could have gone a lot worse than it did. So what do we want to bring in? Definitely the Settles. Take out one of those. Probably take out a Linvala. And then do I want the Authority of the Consuls? It's going to gain me a lot of life. Maybe I bring them in over the Mazemind. I could also take out a Heliod. Something like that. Okay. Elves always giving me a lot of trouble. Still figuring out the matchup. Elves. They just come out of nowhere with so much power. Alright, hand's looking a little weak. Gonna need a little help. But at least I can get down one of these authorities. That's a good one. Still need a draw. Authority of the Councils plus Bishop of the Wings makes Resplendent Angel turn on. That's not a land. I think I'm going to play out this and then hope that... Oh, never mind. What am I saying? Authority of the Consuls. That's not true. Don't listen to me. Authority of the Consuls is only your opponent's creatures. It's Soul Warden plus Bishop turns on Resplendent Angel. But we're gaining life anyways. He, though, is going to have a lot of power with this Elvish Archdruid. A lot of mana, that is. And we really need a land. It's not a land. Alright, well, gotta do it the hard way. Might be skunked not getting the third land here. And him having Elvish Archdruid on 2 leads into stuff like that. And it's going to be really hard to come back, especially now that he has an Allosaurus Shepherd. Actually, I think he just has lethal. He has 2, 4, 6, 7 creatures. I can only block 2. He's got 25 damage at least. More, actually, because they get pumped by the Elvish Archdruid still. He's got to tap it for mana, right? Still, he can pump him up. This is gonna hurt. Oh, he chooses not to pump them. Okay. Well, he's helping us get a bunch of life. It's awfully kind of him, but what am I going to do against this board? And next turn, he's going to have near infinite mana on turn 4. This is crazy. He's going to have mana from Elvish Archdruid and mana from Marwyn. He's going to be able to easily activate that. I can't block anything, can I? I have to chump or I have to take it. Oh boy. That means I'm going to take 8, 12, 16, 21 points of damage. It means Speaker of the Heavens can't even turn on. Alright. And that's it. So even if we found the lands, I'm not sure I'm competing with that kind of draw from the opponent. That's pretty nuts, so. Yeah, still like the makeup of the deck that I have. Just kind of got to hope that he doesn't pop off like that. His nut draw is a little better than Angel's nut draw, I'll tell you that. All right. Lead on the speaker. Coming down to it. Oh, no attack. Hey, that's what I like to see. Still, I have a feeling this Settle the Wreckage, like, unless he attacks all out, which he probably won't. That time he attacked with half of his creatures and it was near lethal. And we were at like 40 some life. The Settle might not be enough to even shut him down. Okay, Righteous Valkyrie. Attack in. Could end up having a pretty good turn next turn. He's going to give us 2 life here. He can't really attack in. Oh, he's going to give a lot more life. Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir. Thank you. I think I want Linvala. Get on the board. Okay, pretty good. So we're pretty close to our nutso draw, actually. And he's got to do something about this turn, or he's dead. Awesome. Elvish Clan Caller, that's fine. And looks like we're going to take it. I don't see any way out of this for him. Awesome. So, pretty good performance there. Okay. Our nuts draw can be pretty cool, too, if we can get onto the battlefield with an early speaker that has the access to 27 life and starts making angels. Awesome. Righteous Valkyrie. Said it so many times. It's awesome. Next one. All right, another game with Azorius Angels. So far, it's going okay. We did get slammed in game 2 against the Angels deck. Or not Angels deck, the Elf deck. What am I saying? But then game 3, we were able to smash back ourselves. This hand with the land being what it is, I don't know if I want to keep it. Then again, we could put out Temple of Enlightenment, Scry. And then hopefully try to find a plains. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Let's see if I get punished. I got a feeling about this one. Forest. Oh, elves again. All right. Oof. Baffling End is very good, but I really think I need to find that third land. If he's got an elvish, whatever he is, the mana making one. Oh, okay. So not elves. Opponent ramping up. We find a land, and I think I'm willing to take the 3 damage just to get out the Mazemind Tome. Really want to find a plains. It's been a while since I've fought somebody that's actually ranked. Ooh, boy. Well, doing big stuff with the Cavalier. Okay, so we're up against like a Simic ramp deck, of course, with Cultivate and Llanowar Elves. Let's see what we find on the top. There it is. We don't need the stop. Draw for the turn. All right, so let's put out Linvala. The Cavalier of Thorns having reach is going to be a big problem. I have not seen this card being played in a very long time, but boy, is it ever a good card. I think it probably needs more appreciation than it gets. So opponent going to take us down to 12. Feeling real bad. And we might go up against a giant Krasis here, I think. Yep, there it is. So the big old Krasis. A 5/5 Krasis. Glacial Fortress is okay. But I don't know what I'm going to do here. Might end up chump blocking with Linvala this turn. I can prevent a good amount of damage. I can block with the Speaker and Linvala, sack her, give the Speaker indestructible at the very least. Okay. Still take... Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to take the full 5 from the Hydroid Crisis because it has trample. Whoa, we're getting out mythicked here. Oh, boy. All right, well, I'm going to go take a look. And, I mean, that's a good card. I mean, we'd be in a very good position if our opponent wasn't doing that stuff. Ho, 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 ho. I mean, the best thing I can do is throw out a Baneslayer Angel. Protection from dragons and demons. No, sir. No, sir. So we're just dead if he attacks, I think, right? I can block. Yeah. He's got lethal if he just swings out. Well, we have the life gain with the Linval or Baneslayer. Right? He can just do that. Okay. So pretty good for the opponent to cultivate into Cavalier of Thorns, into everything else. Yeah. What do we do about that? Well, I think Disdainful Stroke's got to come in and maybe settle. I don't think the Baffling End is worth it just to kill the Llanowar Elves. Okay. I haven't seen like a big ramp deck for a while. It must be what maybe the Euro players are transitioning to now that their big old baby's gone. Lead on the temple. Don't think I want that. Start scrying. Okay, opponent definitely with a little bit of a slower turn. Is Speaker, do I want Speaker? Maybe? Yeah, maybe. Oh. Those stops are weird for me. So I'm going to put out a Soul Warden. Hopefully. Put out a Speaker. I hope I don't get Jawaris. Okay. Or whatever that card's called. The one, like a Force Spike. Growth Spiral's fine. Gonna gain a life. And then play out this tapped. And we're gonna be at 27 life sooner than you think, because the Mazemind will get us up another one. And if he plays out another, like a couple creatures. Okay. Then again, I don't know if I want him playing out his type of creatures. His type of creatures are going to be bad for me. That's good. You don't want that. I wasn't fast enough clicking that button. That's okay, though. Let's draw. Okay, Bishop. So, next turn, we'll start doing our thing, and as long as he doesn't have like a coma or some other nonsense, that's not the worst. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. Okay. So gonna gain 5. It's enough to activate the Speaker of the Heavens. And that's looking okay now. No attacks. Next turn, though, we can hopefully get this Nissa off the board. Still afraid of what he has. Like, I'm sure there's so many scary things in his deck. Hopefully he doesn't play an Ugin. That'd be pretty bad. All right. So is this a giant crisis? Must be, right? All right. So yeah, I think I'm plenty good wrapping this one up. Sometimes your opponent just has an Ugin into an Elder Gargaroth, and not a whole lot you can do about it. Okie dokie. So ramp still very powerful. No wonder he's climbing. Next one. All right, one more, maybe two with the Angels deck. Just got slammed by Simic ramp, Hydroid Krasis, and Ugin, and Koma, and Nisa. All your favorites showing up in that match. Yeah, hard to compete with that. So we'll keep this. Throw away that, I guess. And try our best to draw into something. I don't think the speaker and a bishop are going to get there on their own, but the opponent is down to 5 cards. Yeah, let's go slowly. Let's scry. Wow, goodness gracious. All right. So we got the Gruul matchup. As long as we can get ahead, there's what I want to see. Make me regret playing out, not playing out the speaker on turn 1 now. So do I shock in for the Bishop of Wings? Maybe not. I'm just going to put out the Speaker of Heavens. Aim for the Righteous Valkyrie by turn 4. Going to take some damage, of course. There was no preventing this 4 damage. Hopefully he doesn't have too much. He did maul hard, so his resources should be limited. He might, he's eyeing up the speaker. He might have, goodness. All right. Hey. Kind of good. Doesn't matter what order we put them out in. So next turn we can start gaining some life with the Righteous Valkyrie and hopefully get up to 27 sooner than later. No block. Take the 4, Mr. Voltaic. Burning Tree into hopefully nothing. That's pretty much nothing. Hey, that's fantastic. Okay. Getting some extra life gain. I do still need quite a bit of help, obviously. But at least it's something. Man. Goodness gracious. The opponent might just have exactly what he needs to beat us. Is this an Embercleave? Did he draw an Embercleave? That's what this is going to be, isn't it? It's so insulting. Oh, it's a Bone Crusher. All right. Still pretty awful. I think I need like a Baneslayer Angel or a Lyra now. Baffling End, not good enough. But we can at least eat the Pelt Collector, I guess. Can't jump the Questing Beast, so he has at least a 3-turn clock. He's probably going to put out the Bone Crusher Giant. And unfortunately, our life gain plan just didn't quite kick off. We still have time. We're not out of this. A couple Angel draws could get us there. We're up to 6 mana, so actually another land gets us to Amiria's Call. He's pumping on it. Nice. Oh, the game's funny, isn't it? It's a divine comedy. The ordering. At least we would have survived had this pathway and the Emiria just been switched, but instead the game decides that that's not going to happen. So I don't mind the subtles again. Baffling End's probably going to be pretty good in the matchup. I don't know how much I like the Soul Warden or the Speaker because they're just gonna get stomped. They are our only vulnerable creatures though. So maybe just go down one of each. Oh boy. So opponent mulliganing down to 5 and coming out ahead. Pretty great. Okay. Lead on the temple. What do we find? Linvala. I don't think it's good enough. I don't know what is good enough. Llanowar Elf for the opponent. And do I want to eat the Llanowar Elf? Am I afraid of like a 3-drop? I think I would prefer to scry with the Mazemind. Gotta find the Angel Engine. Okay, Gruul Spellbreaker. Oh, getting greedy. Hey, there's part of the Angel Engine. So we don't need that. Draw. I'm gonna make, yeah, I can Baffling in this. Okay. All right. Opponent making his lands. Questing Beast would be pretty miserable right now. Bone Crusher Giant going aggressive. Sure. What do we scry to? Oh, I do like Lyra, but I think it's too slow. Scry again. Okay, Righteous Valkyrie. I'll keep you. Alright, just kind of got to hope that he doesn't have a way of getting rid of the Righteous Valkyrie. Then next turn I can put out the Resplendent Angel, pop the Mazemind Tome, and draw, make a Resplendent Angel baby. That's the plan. Yeah. Okay, opponent's not having any of it. That's surprising. He didn't seem to be in a bad position. But if you have no way of dealing with, obviously, Righteous Valkyrie and Resplendent Angel, and they're gaining life each turn, yeah, things are going to go your way. All right, another exciting game 3. Yep. This one's good enough, I guess. Maybe it's the Starnheim. Good, I need to get lucky. Pelt Collector for the opponent's a very good start. Mazemind Tome is not bad. I think I can take the 2 damage here, put out the Speaker. I'm not sure if I'd trade if he attacked right now. Taking 3. Ooh, Burning Tree into Voltaic. The dream start. Oh, that's a pretty good start too. Okie doke. So Mazemind it is. Need to find the 3rd land. I need to find it fast. Bone Crusher going to get in for 5. That's going to tickle. It's a land. Okie doke. So put that out, and now, what is it? Do I put out the Resplendent Angel or the Linvala? Neither one of which is particularly helpful in my situation. He's going to present 9 damage next turn. I might just be dead. I guess I'll put out the Angel. Yeah, I'm not sure there was anything I could do in this case. Questing Beast. Gonna have to chump something now. Feels bad. Down to 1. Okie doke. Yep. Let's do one more. All right. So last 2 games have not gone nearly as well. Had to kind of fight and scrape to win the first 2 ones that I did with the Angels deck. And then the last 2, the opponents are just running super hot and kind of blowing us out. I don't like this hand. It's a Gigantha deck. I'm going to keep it. All right. Lead on the Soul Warden. Okay. That's an okay target for my Baffling End. I probably just want to take care of that right now. Also, would like to not draw another land. That would be extremely helpful, deck. Midnight Reaper. Okay. So, definitely going to need our Rest in Pieces for the next game. Yeah. And then hope that he doesn't have the Devil that does 1 damage, because our board's a little vulnerable to Mayhem Devil. Shit. Well, let's hope that he doesn't... Oh, he does have a way to sack. He has the Phyrexian Tower. He's Okay, so he really wants to keep this Speaker of the Heavens in check, which, yeah, absolutely, he had to. Oh. How does it just work out for the opponent like that so well? It's like his hand was destined to line up so well against mine. And yep. I guess I used up all my luck. I had to channel like this giant spirit of luck to beat that Yorion deck, and then things are looking a little dire. I'm not sure why I didn't attack with the Mayhem Devil. That is pretty good for the opponent, if I do say so. Yep. Starting to think that Grafdigger's Cage might be better than having Rest in Peace in the deck. Jiminy. It's a good day to be nearly headless. Bye-bye, Soul Wardens. So I don't think there's any coming back from this position, is there? Maybe I can throw a land at him. Lands do 16 points of damage, don't they? All right, well, if you made it to this point in the video, thanks for sticking around. Things have gotten pretty dire, and I'm not sure
if that's insane, isn't it? To have the Mayhem Devil right when you needed it, and to have the Coco into very good hits into Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven. Yeah, that is awesome. Hey. All right, so at least we get to bring in the rest in pieces. Maybe the Authority is good too. I really don't like Soul Warden in this matchup, or really the Speaker, because they're so vulnerable. But they are the engine, part of the engine of the deck. Still think it's fine. Haven't resolved a single Heliod, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's too clunky. Because on 3 you almost always want to put out that Righteous Valkyrie or Resplendent Angel if things are lining up well. Well, speak of the devil, there is our Heliod coming in doubles. Put that out. Mana's a little awkward right now because of Glacial Fortresses not finding a plains. And that Witch's Oven. Really would like an untapped land for next turn. Cauldron Familiar, sure. Doubly so. Well, there's the untapped land, but because he has the Cauldron Familiar now, he just let one die. Maybe I would have challenged it if he only had one, but not two. So this one might be a slow... Well, it's not going to be slow. He's going to drain me down pretty quickly. But it's looking pretty dicey. Need some form of life gain here. That's not life gain, but... Well... Man, Cauldron Familiar is annoying, isn't it? Is it worth it to double call? Oh, I can't even double Cauldron Familiar because my lands are lining up so poorly. Okay, let's just put out the Mazemind. Ooh, awkward. Jun Food still around. Definitely not going anywhere. Okay. Mayhem Devil again would be the nightmare. Okay, we get to search hopefully for some kind of life gain. It's not life gain, but it is a flyer. I'm gonna keep her. Here's the Coco. Gotta imagine that's what's coming. There it is. Ouch. Well, at least he only hits a Dreadhorde Butcher. That's not too bad. Here he goes with the drain. Worst comes to worst, next turn I can give Linvala lifelink and swing in, start gaining some life, putting counters on things. I could also activate Heliod soon. Really, my bro? Really? All right, Mazemind Tome drawing some attention from the opponent. Oh, Baneslayer's kind of good, but no, I don't think it's going to be good enough. What? What is this? I don't think our opponent could really ask for much more out of his deck from game 1 and game 2. That is impressive. Yeah. Right on time. Well, the good news is, actually, this Authority of the Consoles is actually pretty great. Right. Right. Dreadhorde Butcher, of course, does that. So there was no... It stops him from doing the Witch's Oven a little bit, but not even, really. We can pump up our Heliod. Yay. I don't think we're out of it yet. There's still hope. Even as slight as it may be, there's still hope. Midnight Ripper's pretty good. It's gonna get in for 4. He could actually do the drain, the life gain. Who cares? Putting counters on Heliod is not that great. Well, that's awesome. But we'll see. We'll see. If he has like another Noxious Grasp, yeah, good game, opponent. Yeah, that was not even a puzzle for the opponent. It was literally like just the top card that came off was perfect. Whew. All right, let's go to a bit of a wrap up. All right, what can I say about Azorius Angels? It started off super well. First 2 games, the deck proved that it could possibly win. They were hard-fought games, though. Both games came down to 3. The Yorion game just barely scraping by at the end, thanks to Linvala. The Elf game, game 2, they beat us down. Thankfully, game 3, we kind of did our plan and were able to go in without any trouble. And then we ran into issues. We hit Simic ramp, which went, Llanowar Elf into Cultivate, into the Elemental Knight, into Coma and a giant Hydroid Crisis. And then game 2, they had a super fast Nisa that went into a very fortunate Ugin, which is like, okay, that lines up incredibly well with what we're doing here. And then we ran into Gruul aggro. Oh my god, he mulled down to 5 and just walked all over me. He kind of just had exactly what he had. I probably kept some questionable hands in that game, I will admit that, but the way things lined up for him were very good. And then that Jund food deck, oh my god, I would say that opponent got the most fortunate draws of all the opponents that I faced today. It was just one after the other, and here's your answer, perfect timing on everything. So it's a little unfortunate that that's the way the games went, but I don't want to misrepresent the deck and cut those games. Those are the games that I played with the deck, and that's the way they fell. A little unfortunate. The deck can do cool things. The Angel deck is doing awesome stuff. I'm not sure about the Mazemind Tome. I really want to try the Scroll of Avacyn. The Mazemind Tome really impressed me in some games, but then other games I felt like it was getting in the way of what I want to be doing. The deck works the best when you go turn 1 Speaker, turn 2 Bishop, turn 3 Righteous Valkyrie or Resplendent Angel, and the Mazemind Tome is, I find, getting in the way of that game plan a little bit too much. And although it's giving me recovery, I'm not sure this is the kind of deck that maybe wants the recovery. It seems like it might, I don't know if it's all in, but it's a pretty proactive deck. It has a game plan. It wants to pull off that game plan. It's kind of saying to the opponent, "Hey, can you do something about this game plan?" So it was cool. It definitely worked in some situations, but there were just some games where it didn't help enough. Also, my draws were pretty stagnant in some of those games. There were a lot of land draws. Not much you can do about that. Didn't get to see the Legion Angel once, so I don't know how well it's going to do. It might not be worth having the 3 slots in the sideboard for it. A little unfortunate that it didn't get its time to shine. Anyways, that's the deck. Let me know what you think. Have you been messing around with it? Do you think we should try something like this deck, throwing in the Scroll of Avacyn? I don't know. Maybe it's just better to play Selesnya, have the Coco on the top end, and everything else below can get hit by that Coco. Maybe the Lyra and the Baneslayer Angel are just not worth having in the deck. Something to consider. Anyways, that was Azorius Angels, the 3rd video for this week and this contest. Again, make sure that you are commenting below if you want your chance to win a code for these awesome sleeves. Again, take care. Everybody have a good night, and see you next time.